This may be a trigger, so click off. I'm sorry. Those who have toxic parenting have really hard in life to trust. And these are parents, especially siblings and mom and dad or guardians, who will really fuck up intentionally your love life, married or not. They would want you to stay toxic, so they'll raise you toxic. And God forbid, if you are an alpha male or an alpha female tendencies from childhood, they will kill it and they'll make it so toxic and narcissistic that they'll make sure that everything you like about you and other people is about money, riches, sex, lust, and low-key, they hate you. Before I get into the pointers, parents have intentions and parents are also people. And they do the best that they can because this is their first time being parents as well. So yes, it's trial and error. And I love my parents, but I do not put them on a pedestal, but I respect them. But there are some parents who only see you as an opportunist and they only want to make something of you or have you live their dreams that they were not able to live, and they will decide everything and anything that happens in your life to a point where they will even control your sex life, your family, your lovers. You're a mere puppet, in other words. And unfortunately, you end up making others in your life your puppets because you think love is control. Sign one of toxic parenting is when your parents purposefully will comment on your physical attributes of things. Now, this can be negative or this can be positive. Either they will tell you that you're extremely fat, thin, dark, light, whatever it may be as a child, and they may tell you this just because they do not want you to look good because somehow they are in competition with your beauty. So in their mind, if you're too pretty or too handsome, they will either break you down because they see you as somebody who they're competing with when it comes to the beauty, and they don't realize this is their own kid, or they make sure that they only see beauty in you and you only see how precious your body and your beauty is, and that's all that matters. And people around you who are not as good looking based on them and you do not even matter. Sign 2 of toxic parenting. Toxic parents will think that they are your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, even though they raise you almost like a friend or a competition in the name of mom and dad. They would be sexually attracted to you in a very toxic way, and they may never say that to you, but they would be jealous of every boyfriend, every girlfriend, your own wife, your own husband. So this goes to in-laws as well, because they hate that their son or their daughter is married off or even dating and in a relationship with somebody else. Of course, they can't be in a relationship with you, but they will choose who you marry that is an extension of them and that can benefit them by marrying you. So make sure you know that you don't trust your parents blindly, especially if you already know the truth about your parents. Third, money. If you come from a rich family or if you come from a poor family, it does not matter. Your toxic parents would want you to be successful, but not more successful than them. And God forbid, if you get richer than your mother or your father, they will do everything in their power to bring you down, because somewhere in their twisted mind, they think that you will also turn out to be tyrant and egotistical like them, and they see you as a threat. And if you are also a tyrant just like them because they have raised you such as, you will start competing with them, and it's going to be eye for an eye. And don't be shocked if they go behind your back and bring you to the streets because they do not want you to succeed or be more successful than them and not help them. So that's an expectation that also toxic parents have. If you end up making money and if you are even the first million of the family, all your money is for them and not for you. Sign 4 of toxic parents. If God forbid you fall in true love and you actually find a partner who is now getting you out of your vices, which was inculcated in you from the time of birth when you were developing, because you witnessed things around you because your parents will figure were flawed as fuck. But they will make sure as soon as you find a partner who's trying to bring you into the light, is trying to resolve your traumas with you and is healing with you and is helping you be a better version of you every day, and you both are really trying to build something solid and you love each other. These are the same parents who will turn this relationship entirely toxic by making sure that they force you to get out of the relationship, and if they can't force you, they will create lies, receipts, manipulate you, word vomit, use magic, do whatever the hell they can, but they'll make sure you separate from them. Why? Because your parents are toxic and they've raised you to be toxic. If somebody else comes into your life, you will put your time, your effort into this person you're in love with. And if you're becoming a better version of you, which is less toxic, they can't stand that. That you yourself will lose your partner and your partner will be left stranded. Next, this can be toxic family, in-laws, siblings, friends. They will target your partner because you are not ready to leave your partner or believe them for all the bullshit that they're saying about your partner. Their whole idea is to break your support system, and your weakness has to be your husband, your wife, your girl, your man, whatever. And your family knows that, and you have been so open with your family because you don't know behind the scenes. Your family has always prayed for your downfall. You go and tell them everything that this partner of yours is doing for you, which is off the light and which is for good. And you hope that your parents and your family would be happy that you are becoming a better version. They will show that, yes, but behind the scenes, they will make sure everything falls apart, the foundation of the relationship is broken, and most of all, they'll throw in some people into the relationship. They will do everything to ruin your partner's name so that you start hating your partner. Next clear sign of toxic parenting is they affect your mental health in a very toxic way. And because they know that you don't know that they have been toxic to you because that's how they've raised you, when you finally start seeing some signs about their toxicity, they'll play the victim and flip the entire script to the person you're siding or on you. And you will also be brainwashed and gaslit by them because you feel like they are right because they've always been right? And that is not right, unfortunately. And you don't understand that because forever and ever they have put you in a mental mind trap. And for them to be the best version of themselves in front of you, and for them to even let you know that they are actually right and everybody else who's actually doing right by you is wrong, that's a master manipulator. But what are you going to do because those are your parents, right? But a parent who's toxic would never want you to succeed, and it's a hard pill to swallow. Next sign of toxic parenting is these parents will be in touch with your friends, with your exes, or any family ties that your exes may have had, even after you break up with the ex or the friends that you may have had in your life. They keep tabs on you through your friends and your exes. And if in any way they can get you to emotionally come back in any conversation, which they mostly do because they emotionally blackmail you and that's how they've kept you in their power, you still have a standing ground for yourself, they see. And when that happens, they connect with your old people that you may be involved with sexually, financially, emotionally, whatever. And after which, they will contact you and them and make sure you guys meet each other. And trust and believe, if your friend, your ex, whatever, don't have a backbone, they will not think twice to bring you down because they also hate you. So basically, they group up with your haters to hate on you, but you think they actually love you. I'm sorry. Toxic parents are narcissistic or just narcissists, point blank, period. So every conversation, every issue that you bring up with them is never their fault. And somehow they'll turn it around and make you feel so bad about your own self. So either you run away from them and never look back, I'm sorry I said that, or be attached to them but be completely detached and let them not know what's happening in your life. Because sometimes when you're connected with people with bad karma, and sometimes when people have bad intentions attached to them, why would your life progress even if you have abundance waiting for you? Because you are attached to somebody who carries such bad karmic debts. They're being blessed. The day you leave with your divine self and you finally start working on you, now make changes and be a better version of you, it's not too late. Just break your ties with people who are actually keeping you down because they're evil people and they do not have a soul inside them. And therefore they've raised you the way they've raised you. It's not about you. You just happen to be born to them. And if they can't value the person that you are, the gift that was born into this family, you could have actually done well for the family, and for the people that you bring into this family would also help you uplift. And then if they can't see that, it is not your problem. But you don't need to stay in shit just because you're connected to somebody by blood. If somebody does not value you, and if somebody is keeping you stuck just because they do not want to see you succeed, why in the hell would you want to stay there? And I said it.